Hi Facebook, Lexi here. Happy Monday. Hope you like my choice of music today. Hey, if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you're liking this music. Sorry about that. Again, if you're watching the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments. You know, when you're going live, you just got to roll with it. So good morning, good afternoon to everybody that's watching. If you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, I hope you had a great weekend. And I really hope that you're having a great Monday as well. So as you know, if you watched my, hey Bibian, how are you? Thanks for watching. As you know, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. As you know, last Thursday, I told you that I was going to reconnect with a school classmate that I've known since grade 1. We went to school together, grade 1 to grade 12. Well, you know, I just wanted to let you know how that went. We met up on Saturday and we had such a great time. It was awesome. We talked constantly for 2.5 hours. It was awesome. You're watching from France. That's awesome. What's it like in France today, Vivian? And let me know in the comments, guys, whether you're watching live or in the replay, if you've reconnected with somebody this summer that you haven't seen for years, maybe decades. So we connected on Saturday, and honestly, it was just awesome. We grabbed our coffees and we jumped in her convertible and we went to the park. And it was really nice being in a convertible. I haven't had that kind of fun for a long, long, long time. It was awesome. It's a red convertible. Whew. I tell you what, 2 hot chicks driving down the road. That was just great. Oh, it made us feel young again. It was awesome. So anyways, I want to talk to you today about forgiving yourself and how you do that. So anyways, her and I, we drove to this park, and then we got out of the car and then we started walking. So we're in this beautiful little park in the city where we both live. And, you know, we were just talking and talking so much. And she asked me about a memory that I actually had forgotten. And so I started talking about it, and lo and behold, I was zoned right into this and talked for a few minutes about it. And, you know, it was a very painful time for me. And I had forgotten about it, like I said. But I was trying to answer her question to the best that I could. And I started crying. It was really something to be in that moment, because it was a moment I had forgotten about it so long ago, right? And when I got finished talking and telling her my story, which was the answer to her question, she really helped me by the words that she said. Nobody had ever really said words like that before, the way that she said it. But of course, we're all unique. She's her own person, so she's going to say it in her way, right? And it was really profound how it affected me. I processed it the rest of the day and the day after. And it was her answer, her response was so compelling for me and really got me thinking. I'm really glad we spent time together. We're actually going to get together here again in a few more days. And we're actually considering we're actually considering organizing a high school reunion for next summer. Isn't that exciting? I think it's really exciting. Esteban Ramos, thanks for watching. So, yeah, her response just impacted me greatly. And that's prompted me to do this go live this morning. Well, it's still morning here. It's prompted me to do my Go Live today. So, forgiveness. You know, as I was going through this story to answer her question, I don't know if I actually truly forgave myself. And we're all human. We all make mistakes and missteps. And it just prompted me to want to share this with you and to truly be able to forgive yourself. So I did some looking into it. I did some research and wrote some things down, and I really wanted to share this with you. And what I found was 6 steps to forgiving yourself, and I'm applying these to myself as well. Okay. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And people say, okay, so someone tells you, okay, forgive yourself. Well, how do you do that, right? I originally started with 3 steps, but I actually ended up with 6 steps. So here you go, and I am going to work off my notes. If you don't give it, if you have unforgiveness towards yourself, you have the ability to move forward, and you actually are delaying the sense of closure. You delay your sense of closure. You can't move forward. You're stuck, right? And that's how I felt actually telling her my story, part of my story, and she started helping me get unstuck, which is really good, because I believe in that moment I started the whole unforgiveness process about that mistake that I had made. And actually, she said it wasn't my mistake. It was something that was put on me that it should never have been put on me. But I still took responsibility, and it's been bothering me all these years. Okay, so you want to be able to move forward, okay? You want to have the sense of closure. So 6 steps to forgiving yourself. Number 1, if you're a spiritual or a religious person, go ahead and revisit your teachings and grow into your connection with your beliefs and pray. Number 2, now let's say, for example, you have a regret that your regret is, this is just an example, that you weren't there for your kids. Go ahead and ask them how you can make it up to them now. So that's an example. If you have a regret, go ahead and approach these people for what the regret is and ask how you can make it up to them now. Number 3, go ahead and recall the hurtful situation and give yourself empathy as you would give to another person. We're always the last to, be good to ourselves, but we need to do that. We always seem to give out more empathy or more sympathy or more forgiveness, everything else to other people, but we forget about us. Number 4, this one's really good, and I recommend it. Write a letter to yourself to process those feelings one more time, okay? One final time. Write a letter to process those feelings one final time. I'm not saying go over this and over this and over this anymore, because you already have, and I have. Either write a letter or create a tangible expression of that painful experience. For instance, like make a sculpture in the sand, or go out to your garden and make a rock pile in a certain formation that helps you to remember this time and represent this time, okay? Represent this painful time in your life. And then put the time into doing one of these, and then decide when you're done that you're really going to finally let it go. Okay? So I really hope that step 4, it helps you. I want you to embrace you. This is number 5. Embrace you. Accept you. Accept what you cannot change. Remind yourself that your past mistakes don't define who you are. Very important. Always remind yourself that your past mistakes don't define who you really are. Okay? Commit and resolve to live with more self-care and more self-love. Commit to it and resolve to it. As of this day, I'm committing to giving myself more self-love and more self-care. And that includes forgiveness. Okay? We all make mistakes, like I mentioned earlier. by making a commitment or a vow to yourself to not repeat them. You'll have an easier time making amends with what's been done while being hopeful for the future. You'll have an easier time making amends with what's happened in the past, and while you can be hopeful for the future, okay? That's going to leave you stuck. You always want to be hopeful in the future, okay? So those are my 6 things. I hope they're valuable today. I hope that you find value. If you do find value in these, please do go ahead and share this out. I'm sure there's somebody out there waiting to hear this message. I just wanted to give you some added positivity. It's loosely connected here, so I just wanted to bring a little bit more to you today. I suggest that you focus on potential instead of problems. Focus on potential instead of problems. Focus on fulfillment instead of frustration. Focus on fulfillment instead of frustration. And I recommend also that you focus on growth instead of grief. Growth instead of grief. Do you see the differences with those? So I really hope that helps today. I'm Lexi. I really appreciate you. Let me know in the comments if you have reconnected with an old schoolmate, with a cousin, an old friend this summer. And just let me know if you're connected with somebody. Just put it by putting a 1 in the comments. I really appreciate you. I'm going to carry on with my day. I have a full workload today. I am decluttering today, and I have quite a bit to declutter. I will see you on Thursday at 1 p.m. And I am going to just play a little bit more music and sign off with the music. I want you guys to have a great Monday and power up for the week. Have a great week, and I will see you back here at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Until then, be blessed, stay strong, and give yourself forgiveness. Follow these 6 steps that I told you about, and if there's been something weighing on you, you're welcome, Vivian. Thanks for hopping on. JC, thanks for hopping on. Hey guys, I really appreciate you all. And definitely give yourself forgiveness as you would to someone else. All right? It's very important. I love you guys. Thank you again. Bye for now.